Shabbat Shalom and hello everyone. My name is Abby Stein. I am a Jewish trans woman, author, activist, and a rabbi. I'm here today with a message of unity, which I know is trying to sound very cheesy. Another spiritual person trying to come on and trying to tell everyone we need to be united. But quite frankly, you don't need me to tell you that right now because we are united. If there were people who were trying to think that we can divide and separate ourselves from each other, there is an enemy in the form of nature that comes and shows us that we are all united. But what I want to focus on is on the opposite side of physical distancing. A lot of people have been using the term social distancing, and I've been kind of secretly waging a war against it. Physical distancing is really important for all of us to stay together, but we have an opportunity to get socially closer to each other, closer than ever before. Whatever that is when we think about virtual communities, that I know I've personally been able to do. As an LGBTQ activist, a lot of LGBTQ people that I work with often feel that they do not have the physical spaces where they feel welcome, where they feel comfortable. Similar experiences have people from different faiths, people who are multi-faith or faithless, people who come from different countries, different backgrounds, people who suffer hate for just being who they are, or people who suffer hate for who they love. Now we have an opportunity to focus on creating communities that don't know any borders, because the internet doesn't need borders and our love doesn't have a border. Over the past few weeks, I have been personally working with multiple organizations and for myself to create communities where we shout that now, yes, partially because we are physical distancing, we have an opportunity to unify and to socially get closer with each other more than ever before without anything to separate us. Whatever that was for me, working with organizations like JFRAS, Youth for Racial Economic Justice, the DSA in New York, and others calling to release prisoners, wherever that is our fight for financial equality at a time when more than ever people who have been living from paycheck to paycheck, people who have been for all intents and purposes enslaved to their jobs are now suffering even more. We need to think about access. Even in a time like this, when it might feel, oh, we can all have access to the same spaces, there's still people, whatever it is, a lack of childcare, a lack of access to an established and a safe home, or a lack of feeling that they are spiritual, physical, or virtual spaces that work for us. I am putting out a call to each and every one of you, because it's also a call to myself and to my loved ones and to my community. In Judaism, we believe that prayers and acts that we do together with other people have more power than acts that we do alone. I want us all to believe that whatever it is, when we sit down to eat a meal, when we sit down to watch a movie, whatever we do to try to think who are the people who might not have access to these spaces, access to these abilities. Whatever it's for me within the LGBTQ community, people who suffer transphobia or homophobia. In my Jewish community, people who suffer from anti-Semitism, or people who suffer from racism, Islamophobia, or ableism. I want us all, as we move to create social communities closer than ever before, because yes, we can do that, to also keep in mind who are the people that are not naturally in these spaces. Who are the people that we need to go out of our way to make sure that we bring them in, which I am hoping that right now, as we are doing for 24 hours, listening to people from all across the world, literally from all across different spectrums, to make sure that we internalize and take action, not just calling for unity, but take actions to create places, to create spaces, and to go out of our way during this pandemic and after to make sure that the most vulnerable people in our community do not lose this access. I will ask you all just one simple thing. Next time you host an online event, or in the future when it's physical, go out of your way and think who you wouldn't have invited otherwise and bring them in, because this is what we need as a call to unity. Thank you all so much. Happy weekend and Shabbat Shalom.